Well, guess what? I'm back. I was having a little chat with my friend Cheryl Coyote, and she said she would like to see more cooking videos. She'd like to watch my cooking videos. And I've been having trouble with space on my computer, but we talked about I could just do it on my phone. So I'm gonna make some little clips here and put together a little cooking video. Tonight I'm going to be making some lentil salad to go with some really good sub rosa bread, sourdough bread that I bought from my favorite bakery in town. And I've already been out and picked some parsley and some mint, but what I need are a few little peppers. Now I would generally like to let these go a little bit, to get a little bit redder than this, but I just need a little bit in the salad. So, and these are kind of on their second production. This one, and these guys, you can see them blooming. Do we have any more? There's always. Oh look, these guys are still producing some, which is good. But I don't need any because I have plenty in the house. All the goldfinches have been out here. Oh my goodness! Poor little beets trying to come along. Oh, butterfly. I'm trying to see whether that one is ready to come in or not. Those are Cherokee purple, and they've done pretty good. But I was looking over here because I have another fig coming. Oh boy! But it's not quite there yet. Yay! I love figs. All right. So here we are in my kitchen, and I would say this is less of a cooking video and more of a let me chat at you while I fix my dinner. And again, this is for Cheryl. But before I start on that and tell you what's going on, I'll show you. I bottled up my beet kvass and my blueberry. I think this is the blueberry one. This is the beet. I haven't put those in the refrigerator. I'm going to leave those on the counter for a little bit. This is another thing of brined pickles. Using up the big chunks, I peeled them and I took out the seeds and just cut them in chunks. And I figure, why not? But what I like to do, what helps motivate me to cook frequently, is just make a nice setting. So I light candles. That's my little pumpkin from the garden. Make sure I get my lights on here and there. You can't see it right now, but this little guy's lit up here. And I mentioned in my other video the little witches from Michael's. So these are the collection of them that I have right now. I used to only keep this one out on my kitchen counter, and then I thought, nah, I'm going to keep them all. So actually 2 of them are on brooms. So these guys stay right here all the time. And here's my little snack. Well, here's my cocktail. So my cocktail tonight is my purple shiso soda. Check out that color. It is such an awesome color. And it's very tasty. Sweeter than those other ones. And I have an assortment of, those are my brined pickles. These are the beets that came out of the beet kvass, which they're a little bit tenderized from being in the brine, but not too salty. And these are oil cured olives, which are like just about my favorite. So what I'm making tonight is a lentil salad, and I got some really good sub rosa bread here. So that's my bread. And then I'll have a green salad with shredded carrot and some avocado, and probably just some olive oil and lime juice or something. But in my lentil salad, so I have cooked lentils, and I had to cook a second batch of lentils because I wasn't paying attention to the first batch, and they kind of turned to mush. So I'm going to save these and either put them in a soup or make some kind of lentil patties with them. So you need your lentils to be tender, but to be not hard. So those are my lentils, and I don't measure anything. I'm sorry, I don't measure anything. But what I put in my lentil salad is lentils, mint and parsley from the garden. I have some little peppers from the garden. Usually I like to put sweet red pepper, but these hadn't quite turned yet. But I've got my little tomatoes from the garden, cucumber from the garden, a couple different kinds of olives, and I have put capers in on occasion, and that's pretty tasty too. And then a little bit of onion. I would prefer green onion, but all I have is yellow or white onion. So I'm gonna see if I can put you down here and get it so that I can do this without you falling over there. Here, I'm gonna prop you up with an avocado. Does that work? I hope this light isn't too bright. Actually, what I probably should do is this, and that will work better. So, the olives, I just slice up. You can slice them up, or you can chop them, whatever you prefer. And I suppose you don't have to put olives in, but I like the kind of tangy, earthy, umami flavor of the olives with the sort of bland, kind of almost sweet flavor of the lentils. And that's why it's also fun to put in the capers. All right, well, I am back. It doesn't seem like a lot of light, but I'm afraid I'll be all backlit if I do it otherwise. So I'm going to have a sip of my purple shiso soda and continue. I don't remember what I was saying. Chopping up the olives, the salty with the kind of bland and not exactly sweet, I guess a little sweet from the lentils. And what else was I going to say? So yes, so I was talking to Cheryl, and we were talking about videos and video making, and she was saying she likes my cooking videos, so, or I should do more of them or something like that. But I don't do, you know, I'm kind of like not a, these are your ingredients. It's more like, well, I tell you what the ingredients are, but as far as proportions, I figure that people can figure that out for themselves, what they like, what they don't like. But the thing I like about a lentil salad is that it's got a lot of protein in it, fiber, it's got all the vegetables. It's kind of nearly a complete meal. It's good if you have some goat cheese to crumble on it. That's always tasty. But I don't have the goat cheese, so I won't have that on it today. But that's good. Sometimes I'll have a meal just with the lentil salad and some potato salad and some green salad, and it's just like a full-on salad kind of meal. And doing it just like this, clearly it's vegan. So if you're vegan, that fits. I suppose if you're raw food, you could do the lentils by sprouting them. That's a possibility. Lots of variations, and I've been doing, I don't know whether I first read this recipe in a cookbook somewhere or I just came up with it. I mean, lentils are like a big staple in my kitchen. A friend of mine used to joke about how much lentils I must buy every year. I really don't buy, well, now that I'm living by myself. I don't buy that many, but they're very versatile. You know, you can do burgers with them. You can do soup, lentil roasts. I like to do in the wintertime just spicy lentils with mushrooms and have that over rice, something like that. I'm not sure I'm going to use all these tomatoes. I might not need them all. So this salad actually ends up being almost more veggies than lentils. And I'm also, I think I mentioned that I also put in some walnuts, some chopped walnuts, so probably don't need all these ones that I have here. I roast them first because not like a real hard roast, but enough to get them a little bit, get that raw kind of off of them, and have them be a little bit, get that roasty flavor. That's always really good. So what y'all doing this weekend? I'm not sure what I'm doing. I want to get out and I wouldn't mind doing some more pinhole work because I haven't done enough of it lately. So doing some pinhole work would be good. I don't think I need to do anything. I could do the backyard. I don't think I need to do anything to the front garden. I mowed the lawn before I went. It's still really good out there. I am going to get my other little canine charged tomorrow, I think, in the afternoon. So Rocco will be with us for about a week, I guess. And I'm going to get somebody in to work on my walls in the living room on Wednesday, so it'll be kind of noisy around here. That's all right. So other than that, I don't know what I'm going to do this weekend. There's so many possibilities. Always so many possibilities. Maybe do some. Oh, that's what I want to do. So I needed a container that had something in it in the freezer. And what it had in it was poppy seed filling that I made back in December. So I pulled the poppy seed filling out so I could use the container for the other purpose. It was a glass container. Actually, what I'm using it is to weigh down the cucumbers in my crock. But I pulled out the poppy seed filling. So I was thinking that I might make some crepes. I'm thinking I might make like some buckwheat, whole wheat buckwheat crepes and fill them with poppy seed filling for a dessert, really. And that would be fun. Because I look at poppy seed filling as almost like an ancestral medicinal, because poppy seeds and poppy seed filling are so ubiquitous in Eastern European cooking. And I also feel that the poppies have an energetic around them that is calming, and I can always use more calming. So I'm gonna bring you back once I'm mixing everything up here. So I've got everything mixed up here, and then what I do is I usually use olive oil and balsamic, and of course I need to put this down because I cannot open up this olive oil. And I do it, I just kind of eyeball it when I do it. I don't measure it out. I try to eyeball it without like using too much. So just kind of sprinkle on some olive oil, And then a little bit of the balsamic. I like black pepper in it. So black pepper. Let's move these carrots out of the way. I don't know yet if it needs salt. I cooked the lentils with a little bit of salt, and obviously the olives are salty as well, and then especially if you use capers. Capers would give it a lot of salt too. So I just usually mix it up and take a little pinch in my fingers. Needs a little bit more salt. A little bit more salt. Let's use some sea salt. A little bit more salt and a little bit more olive oil too. I think it has almost enough of the balsamic. If you do have like goat cheese or even feta is good on it, that kind of salty, crumbly, creamy is a nice complement. I don't remember if in the past, come back, yeah. If I've used like yogurt cheese or not, but like I say, you can leave it out completely and it would be perfectly fine. And in fact, that's what I'm going to be doing tonight when I have it with my sub rosa bread. That's just about right. So there it is. Doesn't look like much right now because this light is like really nasty. But it is a very pretty salad. There, close in. That looks good, right? So that's going to be my dinner tonight. I'm going to fix up some avocado with shredded carrot on the greens, a little bit more olive oil, maybe some lime juice, and some of my gomashillo that I have, salt and seaweed and sesame seeds. And I also like to put some nutritional yeast on my salads. It makes like a creamy dressing. So that's it. So, Cheryl, I hope that's okay. It's kind of a weird little video, but you know, if you would like to see more cooking videos, if there's anything in particular that you've heard me mention, probably not cocktails, although occasionally I will do a cocktail or a mocktail like that right there. Just ask me, you know. I do a lot of experiments, so I don't necessarily consider myself an expert. So anyway, I hope you're all doing well and that you will have a wonderful weekend.